and welcome to another update video about Chainlink. Yeah, also Chainlink not doing too much. Yeah, still here in this last wave of this overall correction here. Chainlink produced this wave 1 back in May 21, as many other cryptos as well. It was an impulsive wave to the upside. We are now in this corrective wave down. We come down quite a lot, but this is entirely and completely normal. We talked about these price levels between $6 and $11 back in December. And we finally came into it, and it is nothing unusual for any young asset like a cryptocurrency to get into this price area in a correction in a wave 2. After the wave 1, you get your wave 2, which is a corrective wave, consists of 3 waves, of a 3-wave structure, in this case the WXY structure, which is again subdivided into different waves. In this case, the Y wave is subdivided into A, B, C, and in this C wave we are off the wave Y, off the wave 2. And if we zoom in now into the possibly the 1 hour chart, we can see that Chainlink moved here into my target area of the wave 5 already. So technically we can say it completed all the requirements to complete the overall correction. Yeah, we talked about that. This larger yellow area was my target area back in December. That hasn't changed at all. Yeah, we came into it perfect. Touched the 88.7% FIB level, slightly went below it, but immediately bullish reaction. The chart structure is much better than what Bitcoin produced here at the time. We moved up into the wave 4 target area. I told you that as long as we don't get above the wave 4, this is still not bullish. It is still just corrective, and we saw a very strong reaction to that wave 4. We came down in a wave 5. This could be complete now. Not entirely convinced yet. It is not high confidence yet. So we touched the wave 4 target, the wave 5 target area here at $5.25, and as expected from here we saw a bullish reaction, But what you would normally expect is to get a little bit deeper into it. However, we touched it, and the minimum requirements to complete also here the short time frame correction is over. The long term, it's all been completed from the moment on when we first came into this yellow target area here between $11 and $40 and $6 pretty much, between the 88.7 and the 78.6% target area, or Fibonacci retracement area. But also, it's also important to understand on the short time frame and short-term time frame, where are we there? Have we completed the smaller degree wave count? And in my opinion here, we could have, but it's not high confidence yet. It's not high confidence for 2 reasons. One reason is Bitcoin hasn't completed the correction yet, so there is actually an increased probability that we still go down lower. So I still have my view is still, even though it could be complete, but my view is still primarily that Bitcoin also makes a lower low, and therefore that Chainlink starts to move up from here. I find it very unlikely at the moment. Looking at the chart in itself and looking at the pattern that is produced here, it's an ascending broadening wedge, which also would be rather a bearish pattern. If you look at that, it's just generally one which would rather break out to the downside. It's quite a rare pattern, happens, but it would be rather a pattern that breaks to the downside. Not guaranteed, but also here, looking at the structure, impulse down, this looks like a correction to the upside. We have a lot of overlaps, a lot of strong retracements. That doesn't necessarily look too bullish, even though we could count this as a leading diagonal. But again, in an ascending, broadening wedge formation, very rare, and it's all about probabilities. And as long as we don't make here strong price action above $9.68, and we have a price structure like that, I'm not convinced that we have seen the low yet. So what we would need to see is a clear impulse to the upside, a 5-wave move to the upside, followed by a corrective move down to get confirmation. Until then, it's all a guess. So we want to see that 5-wave move up, ideally above the wave 4 high. That would give us confirmation. Everything below that is purely a guess, all right? But we need to understand also, based on probabilities, Chainlink will turn around here very soon, because there is just not much more downside potential. We're pretty much close to bottoming out if we haven't bottomed out already. So don't be surprised if at any point in time Chainlink starts to move to the upside from here, but to get confirmation, these are the 2 things I want to see: a 5-wave move up, a 3-wave move down, and price action above the wave 4 high, above the previous swing high. and then not only moving above that, but also retesting it from below. So what we want to see is, and I keep you updated about that anyway, you know, as soon as I see something like that, I'll make you aware. But we want to move higher and come down and then hold that level. Yeah, hold that level with that support here. But if we don't do that, and if we make something like that, that is not bullish. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here, and keep you updated. Yeah, so far Chainlink is doing nothing unusual and everything going in line at the moment with expectations. Yeah, we had a reaction to the target area. That is what is expected. Yeah, that you, when you touch it, when you first get into it, you bounce off. Then the question is, what is the structure that's building here? At the moment, this looks for me very corrective, which means when we have a corrective move up, there will be another impulsive move down. And this area is located between $2.51 and $5.30. But I don't think we're gonna get that low. I'm really sort of thinking about somewhere in the upper half. Yeah, maybe $4 to $5 should be doing it.